Yeah, we living in a world where the rules don't apply. They say we gotta follow, we ready to fly. System got us boxed in, trying to keep us small. But we rise like the phoenix, we ain't scared to brawl. They feeding us lies, but we see through the smoke. We're the voice of the people, we're ready to provoke. They want us to divide, but we're stronger as one. Breaking chains, taking names, shit, we getting it done. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we here. Riders ignite. In the world of division, they told us not to share. But the weight of our sorrow, we gotta taught us to bear. We split our joys and laughter, but the pain remain untold. A burden we carry alone, a story left untold. They taught us to split everything, not the heavy pain. Lingers in the shadows, they thought this we can't explain. We're not the shadow pieces, trying to win what's lost. They taught us how to split everything, but not the heavy pain. We gotta talk about our dreams and multiply our fears, but the ache in our hearts, they grew past years. They gave us more answers. They to heal the scars that burn so deep. The time fits. Yeah, they taught us how to share, but only the good. Smiles and laughter like we understood. But deep down inside, there's a storm we hide. Pain in our hearts, we're just trying to ride. Put on a mask, yeah, we play the part, but nobody sees the cracks in the hearts. We share our dreams, the highs and the lows, but when it comes to hurt, we just close the doors. We share the fun times, the flip the pain, the laughing in the sunshine, dancing in the rain. But the shadows linger, they creep and they crawl, breaking us down, but we don't share it all. We got hate in our hearts, but we can conceal. Taught to share the joy, love wounds, they stay unhealed. They said that was easy to divide, but the heartache never subsides. We try to split everything into two, but the pain lingers only true. Shared our dreams, divided our fears, but the sorrow remained in the years. No matter how we tried to let go, the weight of our suffering continued to grow. Now we're apart trying to heal, but some wounds are too deep to conceal. They said splitting up will set us free, yet the pain lingers in you and me. In a world where rules are set in stone, the system's grip tightens, we're not alone. Towns like chains, we just agree. Against the odds, we fight to be free. Mighty forces try to keep us down, but our spirits rise, refusing to drown. Defying norms, breaking through the mold. In this battle of wills, our story is told. As the clash continues day by day, we stand united, come what may. For in this world where rules don't apply, our strength and unity will never die. They try to silence our dreams, but we're loud and clear. With every step forward, constant fear, they can't hold us back. We're the fire and the flame in this battle for freedom. We're all in the game. They say it's just a game, but we're playing with each. With the strength of the many, we're sharing our needs. No more puppets on strings, we're cutting the ties. With our eyes on the prize, we're reaching for the skies. So let's stand together, let's break down the walls. In this fight for our future, we're answering the calls. From the ashes, we rise like a storm. Pride is ignite. It's us versus the system, and we're ready to fight. In the walls, we're wicked and tough. With every step we take, we're shaking the bundles from the streets to the courts. We're raising our voice in a world full of noise. We're making the choice. They want to keep us blind, but we see the light. Knowledge is power. We're ready to fight from the corners of the city to the halls of the state. Where the heartbeat of the struggle keep us away. It's us versus the system. We're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise. Let them know we're here. Riders at night. They taught us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. They leave us in the shadows, they hurt us we can't explain. We're left with shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us how to split everything, but not the heavy walls. Now we stand here broken, searching for some light, hoping for a way out of this never-ending night. But through it all, we find strength in each other's embrace. Together we'll face tomorrow and find solace in this space. They say don't bring the drama, keep it all light. But every night I'm fighting these demons in sight. Whispers in my mind, yeah, they echo when they shout. When I'm smiling on the surface, I'm breaking this out. We're sharing the laughter, but what's in the need? The battle for the sorrow, it will be no peace. We're warriors in silence, but nobody knows how the pain that we carry just grows and it grows. In a world of lessons learned, taught us how to stand and burn. But the scars we hide deep inside are the ones that never subside. We follow all rules they name, but the emptiness never fades. Their wounds like knives, cutting through even wounds that always wound. They paint pictures of success, but couldn't fix what's left on us. Now we're left to bear the strain of the pain that lingers, never wanes. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together together we rise, let them know we're here. Riders ignite. So remember this moment, remember this space, remember this sound. We're the voice of the future, and we won't back down. In the face of oppression, we'll stand up tall. It's us versus the system, and united. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. Continue to have a blessed and humble night. This y'all shorty Racheal. Oh, it's about to be morning, man. Welcome to Philly, baby. I'll show y'all, a little bit of outside in a minute, man. I just wanted to come on here, man. Like the title says, I'm not your angel, demon, or devil. I'm just divine, unbothered, and untouchable. All right? A shorty on this, John. I'm just gonna get it, I'm gonna just get some things off my chest, all right? And if opinions bother y'all, I highly suggest that y'all exit stage left, all right? So give me a minute, all right, because I'm in my crib, all right, and I don't got the little thing that blurs everything behind me on the regular YouTube. I'm not on StreamYard, all right? And like I said, I'm just on this, John, getting shit off my chest, all right? Y'all know what baffles me, all right? Folks hop on this, John, right, just to judge videos. They ain't even watch. Like, how you got a whole opinion in zero context? The comments be so off topic, it's almost impressive, like Olympic level ignorance. And don't get me started on the live streams, all right? Been live for a minute, vibing, building. Then here come somebody, how can I say, parachuting. They be parachuting in with their sixth senses, all right? Talking about, how can I say? No. Here comes somebody parachuting in with their sixth senses, talking loud and saying nothing. They don't know what's being said, but they mad at it, all right? They mad it don't fit their little narrative. Like, newsflash, listening is free, but I guess wisdom in everybody's budget, all right? On some real shit. Like, people be out of pocket, yo. That's why I block heavy. I'm not arguing with folks who got no vision, no depths, just air swirling in their skulls like a busted ceiling fan, all right? They always right, you always wrong, and somehow they still loud and wrong. I hate crossing paths with that type of energy, but thank God YouTube got a block button. Shit, I think every platform has a block button on some real shit, man. But listen, I don't have a problem 86K-ing somebody the fuck out, all right? I 86 their whole existence, casket ready, no flowers, no eulogy, all right? Just silence and peace in my comment section. Yo, people be on these platforms mad as shit over fucking opinions, yo. Like, it's crazy, yo. Every word I'm saying, like, if it bothers you, if you don't care about what somebody says, why the fuck is you on this, John? Like, let's not even get started, all right? On the folks who catch an attitude over an opinion, all right? Why y'all mad? I ain't asked to be a part of the circus. You volunteered. You hopped on this, John. All right? Tight-faced and triggered, trying to push buttons like it's a game show. Then when it backfires, y'all floating in the clouds like, wait a minute, what happened? Didn't they tell y'all? All right, tricks are for kids, you silly rabbits. All right, out here acting like they got range, yo, but can't even handle a sentence that challenges their whole world view. You drop one thought, and suddenly is how can I say, a crucifixion season. You can't even have an opinion without folks grabbing nails and a hammer like they auditioning for a biblical reenactment. Yo, it's wild. But hey, I'm not here to babysit grown folks, all right, with toddler tempers. All right, I said what I say. I'm going to keep saying what I say. I stand on what I say. And if it rattled your cage, maybe, check why you live. All right, why you live in one, my bad. Like, I'm not here, how can I say, to push buttons or rattle nobody's cages on some real shit, man. We all here, we call out the bullshit, all right? We don't bash people, but shit, man. Don't even get me started on this one, all right? You can't say anything about God or the Bible without folks grabbing pitchforks and lion costumes. Like, damn, I voiced an opinion, not summoned the plague. The way they react, you think I walked into the temple flipping tables and snatching scrolls. Yo, they'll throw you in the lion's den quick. But thank God I'm built like Daniel. Shit, faith strong, all right, and stronger. I always come out untouched, crown tilted, and spirit unbothered. Because if it wasn't, boy, I tell you, I'd be in the belly of a whale chilling next to Jonah right now. Like, shit, you too. Motherfuckers in this bitch be having their panties all in a fucking bunch. Like, it's wild how folks preach grace, but got zero tolerance. Like, you mention God and suddenly it's crucifixion, lying child, and deep sea exile in one. All right, but I ain't folding. I speak truth. I stand firm, and I block with holy precision. All right, amen. And 86K. Like, yo, why do y'all stay on panels, all right, where y'all feel like somebody's talking about y'all, or where y'all feel, all right, where y'all not tolerated? It's like, can y'all even read the room sometimes? I be wondering about some people sometimes, yo. And don't mind me, man. I'm just on this John. All right, it's just thoughts straight from a shorty's mind. Like, man, it's wild out here. You say yo, listen, man. I've been seeing folks out here get mad as shit. Like, people don't got different opinions, different beliefs, all right, on some real shit. Man, you say one thing about God healing healing or on the Bible, and folks acts like it's 1692 and you just curse somebody, all right? Like, how can I say? They act like it's 19, no, not 19, my bad, wrong era, all right? 1692, all right? And you just cured somebody's headache with herbs. Boom. Burn her at the stake. Like, damn, I ain't cast a spell. I asked a question. I said something. I had an opinion. All right. We out here like modern day witches trying to speak truth and spark thought. And they ready to light the match. You say, which version of Adam and Eve do you see yourself as? And suddenly it's like blasphemy out here. It's blasphemy hour. Like, you can't even ask, all right? You can't even say, listen, are you made, like, which version of the Bible you believe in? All right? The one that made you in God's image, or the one where Adam came from dirt and air and Eve got carved out of his rib like a side dish? I can't even say there's two sides to every story without folks chewing me up, spitting me out, and tossing me in the well with Jonah. It's exhausting, yo. They want blind obedience, not, how can I say, not bold reflection. But I'm not here to play holy mannequin. I'm here to question, reflect, all right, and roast respectfully. So yeah, call me a witch if you want. Just know I'm the kind that heals, speaks truth, and walks out the fire untouched, yo. Mofos be funny as shit out here, man. Yo, it don't matter what panel I be on. It's like, yo, motherfucker, did you read the title? Like, is you even listening to what this person is saying? Are you even listening to what I'm saying when they come over here and say dumb shit? Like, did you read the title? Oh, my bad. Sometimes you misunderstand. Like, sometimes people misunderstand the title because they don't understand. Some of us may, write in metaphor. All right? And may speak metaphorically. Like, I don't know. Maybe I, like, listen. I don't know why folks out here, right? I don't know why folks out here got their panties in a bunch like somebody owed them a monologue. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere and mature the hell up, like, we all grown by now. You should know how to listen without catching feelings over somebody else's opinion. All right? If it ain't about you, let it fly. But nah, folks out here, how can I say threatening? No. Folks are out here treating every sentence like a personal attack. Like, damn, I said pineapple don't belong on pizza, and now you want to fight me over my ancestors? Like, shit. But
it is what it is, man. People gonna do what they want. Too many folks bleeding all over social media fighting demons. All right. They ain't even, how can I say? They out here fighting demons they ain't even named yet. All right. You post a thought, they post tantrum. You speak truth, they speak trauma. It's not a convo, it's a battlefield. And I'm not here to babysit grown folks with spiritual paper cuts. All right. Heal up. All right, heal up, log off, and stop projecting your chaos onto everyone. How can I say everybody else's chaos? Chaos. Everybody else's peace. Stop projecting your chaos onto everybody else's peace. That's the best way I can say it, man. Like, I just wonder, like, man. They say some shit that people be saying the wildest shit out here, but when you clap back, they be like, "Oh my god, why you say that to me?" Like, oh my god. Yes, the internet is a public place, so don't get mad when you act a fool on this John, all right? And folks treat you like the clown you auditioned to be. Like, dude, I ain't ever been to the circus and I damn sure ain't paying to see you perform. You choose the spotlight, not me. And let me be clear, I'm not speaking on anyone in particular, all right? I'm speaking on the patterns, the energy, the chaos I see daily, all right? Poor little demon angels out here crying for validation, begging for daddy to descend from the clouds and stamp their existence like a divine passport. Let me know when he show up, all right, guys? Until then, stop projecting your spiritual abandonment issues onto the timeline, all right? You came online for attention, not ascension. That's the crazy part, all right? It's wild how folks, all right? It is wild how folks want to act reckless in public, then demand privacy and reverence like they didn't just juggle their trauma in front of 86,000 strangers. You want peace? Log off. You want healing? Start within. You want applause? Go to the fucking circus. But don't come on this John mad when the crowd ain't clapping. I don't know what's up with people nowadays. I swear to God, this world is fucking backwards, yo. I know I'm not tripping, man. Man, I know that everything is like a yin and yang, all right? We got good, we got bad, all right? Evil, all right? And how can I say? I guess good. But shit, motherfuckers take this shit to a whole nother level. Like, why do y'all come online if y'all can't deal with people's opinions or people's thoughts? Why do y'all come online, right? Like, just listen, if somebody's roasted, laugh and roast back. On some real shit, man. Don't get me started on the messy ones. Like, we all got a little chaos in us, right? So let's not get testy. But some folks out here treating life like, how can I say, a throwaway mixtape. No edits, no care, just vibes and violence. Say something that didn't fit their narrative and suddenly it's, I'm pulling up. Like they forgot about coffins and caution tape. Like you really want to risk your legacy over a comment section. Too many losing their lives trying to be gangster while others cosplay the lifestyle like it's a TikTok trend. Wanksters in designer, gangster in caption, soft in reality. It's wild. Yo, they flex like they built for war, but fold when it's time to heal. They talk about loyalty, but ghost their own reflection. But it is what it is, right? People gonna do what they do. Just don't drag me into your performance piece when I'm out here building a movement, not a mess. That's the crazy part. And I see a lot of people do that. Like, because they got the excuses, right? And they want to be lazy. They don't want to do something. They'll sit here and bash somebody, right? But when somebody claps back, they in their bag, they feeling some type of way. They want to bleed all over the matrix. Well, guess what? I choose not to bleed in the matrix. I choose to heal before I log in because this John ain't my altar and y'all ain't my judges, all right? And it's crazy how people get offended. Like, it's an opinion. Nobody's coming at you. Nobody's chewing you up. Nobody's harming you. And motherfuckers get pissed off as shit. Like, would you believe me if I was to tell you that you and me, we mirror each other? But don't get it twisted. When you try to crucify me, forget, I'm not your angel, not your demon, not your devil. I'm just a divine spirit, unbothered, untouchable, unshaken. The flames you're burning in, they can't reach me because I don't dwell in your hell. I rise above it. And that's what a lot of people, I'm going to put it like this, right? If a lot of people start thinking like that, things will be different. All right. But that's my way of thinking. And I can't expect anybody to think the way that I do. Everybody thinks in their own way. All right. You want to drag me into your chaos, but I already did my healing. I logged on with clarity, not wounds. So while you perform pain for likes, I embody legacy for generations. All right. People out here worried about what people going to say and what they think. I don't give a fuck. There's no hairs in my tongue and there's no filters in my mouth. All right. Sometimes I come out so disrespectful on some real shit. I don't give a fuck what you think about how I'm looking on some real shit. All right. My soul is not trapped, all right? It's free. Pain didn't break me, it built me. I turned wounds into wisdom, and now I walk with clarity, not chains. All right. People are stuck in the past. I'm no longer stuck in the past. I don't rehearse old battles or wear trauma like a badge. My focus is on living fully, fiercely, freely. So while hate floats in the clouds, plotting, projecting, pretending to be thunder, I'm setting my spirit free. No leash, no label, no limit. I don't need validation from broken people. I don't need applause from the crowd. I am the movement. I am the healing. I am the proof that freedom is possible. But motherfuckers don't understand that shit. They want to keep adding chains. All right. So let me be clear. The internet is a public place. So don't act a fool and expect privacy. You came on this John juggling trauma like it's a circus act and got mad when folks didn't clap. I ain't ever been to the circus and I damn sure ain't paying to see you perform. All right. You want attention, not ascension. You want applause and not accountability. And that's why so many things go sideways. Yo, I gotta give a shout out, all right, to Clara, to Sheriff Clara, all right. Like she on this job bringing pure humor back, all right. I gotta give a shout out to the people like to the ones like the Word, Gary Busted Down, Papa Duck, all right, and many more like them. Make the great podcast, all right. They come on this job and bring awareness and stand on business. Others, man, as soon as they get monetized, motherfuckers switch. All right, because they don't want to lose the views and the likes. Whew. And you know what's crazy? We all got a little chaos, but some of y'all treat life like a throwaway mistape once again. Say something that don't fit your narrative and suddenly I'm pulling up like you forgot about coughing and caution tape. Too many losing their lives trying to be gangster, while others cosplay the lifestyle like it's a TikTok trend. All right, guys? That's something that needs to stop. And you know what's crazy? That motherfuckers don't even peep that they build their own circus. All right. And that's why I don't come in this John. All right. How can I say performing for people? All right. People come on here and they log on wild. They cry foul when folks treat them like clowns that they audition to be in. And what's funny is I never bought a ticket. So I don't expect applause. People wanted attention, not true. I mean, I'm talking about a lot of people, and I'm speaking in general. All right. So if the shoe fits, wear that bitch. All right. And if it doesn't fit, hey. I mean, how can I say? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. All right. Because people are not on here for truth. They're not on here for healing. All right. And they're not on here for growth. And the messy ones, phew, boy, I tell you. Like, even though we all got a little gangster in us, right? It's funny how people come on here and be real gangster. All right. No matter how much chaos we got inside of us, motherfuckers forget, all right, that The world is small, and what you say on social media, right, can backfire on you. All right, because it's crazy how you say something that challenges your script, and suddenly it's I'm pulling up like you forgot about coffins. All right, court dates and consequences. Too many dying to prove they're gangster. Too many pretending and posting like it's a, how can I say, a costume party. Once again, wanksters in captions, gangsters in dreams, and soft in reality. I don't bleed in the matrix. I don't need to be seen. I don't need to be, how can I say, I need to be free. You tried to, like, people have tried to crucify me, all right? And that's the crazy part, but missed the memo, all right? I'm not nobody's angel, nobody's demon, and I'm sure as hell not nobody's fucking devil. Your flames don't reach me. Your chaos don't shake me. My soul is untrapped because pain became my power. I don't live in the past and I live fully, fiercely and free. While hate floats in the clouds, I rise, release, and reclaim. All right. And I think a lot of us need to be doing that. And I'm not telling nobody what to do. All right. I'm just saying that this is how I do it. All right. What in the world is my kids watching upstairs, man? So let's talk about these lost souls in the Matrix. All right, we've seen it all. Folks logging on loud, rude, and reckless, acting like the internet owes them reverence while they juggle their trauma in public like it's a talent show. You say one thing that doesn't fit their narrative, and boom, crucifixions. They don't listen, they just react. They don't reflect, they just deflect. And half the time, they're mad at a mirror, not a message. All right, because they're not even listening. They're not paying attention. People don't even know what your title is about or what you're even talking on your live, but they get in their feelings fast. That's the crazy part. All right. But, let me just say this, all right? Sometimes I wonder if folks on here are okay. And I say that with love, all right? Not shade, because I'm a proud mother of an autistic son. And let me tell you, my son has more common sense, all right, emotional depth and spiritual clarity than half the people wild and on this app. So no, I'm not bashing anyone on the spectrum. I'm calling out the ones who choose ignorance over growth, disrespect over dialogue, and chaos over healing. Because half these motherfuckers, I be thinking that, like, dude, did you ever get checked for autism? Like, on some real shit. Like, have you ever gotten checked for schizophrenia? Because I feel as though there's something within you is not right. And I feel as though it could be mental. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe some people need a spiritual cleansing. Oh, love you too, OG. Love you too. Shout out to Straight Godzilla 22. Make sure y'all go check out Straight Godzilla 22. Great conversations, great topics. All right. But let me give y'all a warning, man. My OG is raw and uncut. All right. So, like, listen. All right, he's like one of them uncles at the barbecue from back in the days on some real shit, man. Like he don't give a fuck. He'll just say it. All right. But back on topic. Back on topic. All right, guys. While what's crazy is, all right, some people out here fighting demons on some real shit, and my soul is free. My past is healed. My focus is how can I say, legacy. So while y'all float in the clouds, mad at opinions and allergic to accountability, I'm setting my spirit free, unbothered, untouchable, and unapologetic. Some of y'all are how can I say, fighting battles that were never yours to carry. You inherited pain like it was a family heirloom. You wear survival like it's a badge, but inside you're exhausted. Not because you're weak, because you've been strong for too long in rooms that never deserved your presence. And that's what's going on around here, all right? Let's not even talk about the masks, all right? The I'm good mask, the I don't care mask, the I'm the villain now mask. You didn't choose those roles, you adapted to survive. But survival isn't, how can I say, the goal anymore. We're here to live, to feel, to be seen, right? And if you, how can I say, if you've ever been misread, misunderstood, or mislabeled, let me say this loud. You are not too much. You're not too loud. You're not too sensitive. You are a mirror. And mirrors make people uncomfortable when they're not ready to face themselves. I speak for the ones who cry in silence and laugh in public, the ones who carry ancestral wisdom in their bones but get dismissed as extra, the ones who love hard, fight fair, and still get called aggressive. You are divine. You are layered. You are legacy. So if you're, how can I say, if you're hearing this and your spirit feels cracked, let it crack. Let it pour. Let it cleanse. Because healing isn't pretty. It's messy, it's raw, and it's sacred. And when you rise from it, you, how can I say, you won't be just stronger. You'll be, how can I say, freer. All right. I'm not here to be decoded, diluted, or dismissed. All right. I'm not your lesson. I'm your reminder. The truth that doesn't, how can I say, that truth doesn't need permission. That healing doesn't ask for applause. And that legacy moves louder than ego ever could. I speak from scars that become scriptures, from silence that became strategy, all right? From rage that became rhythm. If you felt this in your chest, good. That's your soul waking up. Now do something with it, yo. All right? That's what a lot of people need to start doing. Doing something with what they feel. And I'm not talking about act out in rage. Nah, man. Turn that pain into something, all right? Turn it into motivation. Build something with it. But motherfuckers out here bleeding on social media. Alright? Guess what? Our daddies ain't coming from the sky to rescue y'all. And with that being said, man, guys, man, enough with the whining, man. Let's bring back the humor. Alright, let's bring back the awareness. Alright, let's learn something from each other because this shit is getting boring. Like, I really don't want to be out here fucking, how can I say, watching people whine and bleed all over social media like they can't sit here and heal themselves at home. Get the fuck off your mama's couch and pop your mama's nipple out your fucking mouth and do something with yourself. Or stop being fucking lazy. Go get a job. Do something. But get the fuck off the matrix and stop whining and bleeding. Alright? People out here be wild as shit, yo. I ain't lying.
Yeah, we living in a world where the rules don't apply. They say we gotta follow, but we ready to fly. System got us boxed in, trying to keep us small. But we rise like a phoenix, we ain't scared to brawl. They feeding us lies, but we see through the smoke. We're the voice of the people, we're ready to provoke. They want us to divide, but we're stronger as one. Breaking chains, picking names, so we can get it done. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we're here. Riders ignite. In this world of division, they showed us how to share. But the way around sorrow, they never taught us to bear. We split joy and laughter, but the pain remain untold. The burden we carry alone, it's already left untold. They taught us to split everything, not the heavy pain. It was in the shadows, they got what we can't explain. We're never shattered pieces, trying to win the lost. They taught us how to split everything, not the heavy pain. We got to talk about our dreams and multiply our fears, but the ache in our hearts, they grew past years. They gave us more answers, they still how to heal. The scars that burn so deep, we need that time heals. Yeah, they taught us how to share, but only good. Smiles and laughter like we understood. But deep down inside, there's a storm we hide. Pain in our hearts, we're just trying to ride. Put on a mask, Yeah, we play the part, but nobody sees the cracks in the hearts. We share our dreams, the highs and the lows, but when it comes to hurt, we just close the doors. We share the fun times, inflict the pain, the laughing in the sunshine, dancing in the rain. But the shadows linger, they creep and they crawl, breaking us down, but we don't share it all. We got hate in our hearts, but we can conceal. Taught to share with joy, but wounds, they stay unhealed. They say the voice is to divide, but the heartache never subsides. We try to split everything into two, but the thing lingers only true. Shared our dreams, divided our fears, but the sorrow remains in years. No matter how we try to let go, the weight of our suffering continues to grow. Now we're apart trying to heal, but some wounds are too deep to conceal. They said splitting up will set us free, yet the thing lingers in you and me. In a world where rules are set in stone, the system's grip tightens, we're not alone. Sounds like change is just a dream. Against the odds, we fight to be free. Mighty forces try to keep us down, but our spirit is right, refusing to drown. Defying order, breaking through the mold. In this battle of wills, our story is told. As the clash continues day by day, we stand united, come what may. For in this world where rules don't apply, our strength and unity will never die. They try to silence our dreams, but we're loud and clear. With every step forward, constant fear, they can't hold us back. With the fire and the flame in this battle for freedom, we're all in the game. This is the game where we're playing defeat. With the strength of the many, we're sharing the needs. No more puppets on strings, we're cutting the ties. With our eyes on the prize, we're reaching for the skies. So let's stand together, let's break down the walls. In this fight for our future, we're answering the calls. From the ashes will rise like a storm. Riders ignite, it's us versus the system, and we're ready to fight. They built the walls, but we're doing tunnels. With every step they take, we're shaking the bundles. From the streets to the courts, we're raising our voice. Any road full of noise, we're making a choice. They wanna keep us blind, but we see the light. Loudest is power, we're ready to fight. From the corners of the city to the halls of the state. We're the heartbeat of the struggle, can't afford to wait. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we taking control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let it all be here. Riders at night. They tell us to split everything, but not the heavy pain. And niggas in the shadows, they start to speak and explain. We're letting shattered pieces, trying to mend what's lost. They taught us how to split everything, but not the heavy loss. Now we stand here broken, searching for some light, hoping for a way out of this never-ending night. But through it all, we find strength in each other's embrace. Together we'll face tomorrow and find solace in this space. They say don't bring the drama, keep it all light. But every night I'm fighting these demons in sight. Whispers in my mind, yeah, they echo when they shout. When I'm smiling on the surface, I'm breaking it out. We're sharing the laughter, but we're to me. You gotta play the songs, we will with no peace. We're warriors in silence, but nobody knows how the pain that we carry just grows and it grows. In the world of lessons learned, they taught us how to stand and burn. But the scars will hide deep inside of the ones that never subside. We follow all the rules they made, but the emptiness never fades. Their wounds like knives, cutting through even wounds that always grew. They painted pictures of success, but couldn't fix what's left from us. Now we're left to bear the strain of the pain that lingers, never wanes. It's us versus the system, we're breaking the mold. It's in the air, yeah, we can control. No more silence, no more fear. Together we rise, let them know we're here. Riders ignite. So remember this moment, remember this space, remember this sound. We're the voice of the future, and we won't back down. In the face of oppression, we'll stand up tall. It's us versus the system, and united we're all. Welcome to Philadelphia, aka Philadelphia. HP, baby. In HP where my blood runs deep. Now born in Philly but raised in the streets. Ain't shorty from Ponce, Puerto Rico I hail. Taino roots run deep, my heritage won't fail. Indigenous to both lands, I proudly proclaim. America with water and air come at a price, but in HP my heart finds its place. Though it hurts to see what my community has to face. Sometimes I look around, lost in a maze. Questions linger in vain, pause in the haze. People get offended, their egos inflamed. Yet they scream for change, their voices untamed. We seek to make a difference, to break the chains. But anger and offense cloud our noble aims. Opinions are silenced, deepest heart and seen. In the HP community where I grew up as a kid, we had nothing but fun. Didn't matter what we did, no matter what we looked like or where we came from. We got along just fine. Never felt the need to to run. But then a few kids went missing, and some loved ones lost their lives due to mistaken identity, confusion, and hate that thrives. And I don't know when it all really changed, but I miss the old days when we all had fun and didn't judge. Sometimes I look around, lost in a maze. Questions linger in vain, causing a haze. People get offended, their egos inflamed. Yet they scream for change, their voices untamed. Looking back at my community, I shake my head. Strings attached to their backs, they're easily led. Waiting for a savior, a puppet master's command. While we're fight and take a stand. Warriors rise, their spirits unyielding. Fighting for justice, their voice revealing. They offer solutions, paths to a brighter day. Yet met with resistance, they're forced to sway. Now it's about race. Who has more, who could take what they want? They say they want change, but really they just want chaos to flaunt. They don't care about the community or the people who live here. They just want to stir up trouble, spread fear and hate, it's clear. Sometimes I look around, lost in a maze. Questions linger in vain, causing a haze. People get offended, their egos inflamed. Yet they scream for change, their voices untamed. In the depths of my soul, a wish unfolds. To turn back time, a story yet untold. My community, once united, now torn apart. How did we divide, leaving scars in every heart? Our kids like sponges, absorb all they see. Mimicking our actions, following our lead. Young boys and girls, lost in a prison's embrace. Acting gangster, a tragic masquerade. Parents, consumed by laziness, have lost their way. Communications fade, they simply give up. Gun violence escalates, a vicious cycle's grip. Parents and children, now enemies, a better flip. Sometimes I look around, lost in a maze. Questions linger in vain, causing a haze. People get offended, their egos inflamed. Yet they scream for change, their voices untamed. They demand change from their kids, yet fail to lead by example. They stumble, their guidance weak indeed. In HP, we struggle, we fight for our lives. So let me spit these lyrics, unleashing the truth, letting my words freely glow. For HP is my blood, believe it or not. A shorty from Bonsa representing my spot. Sometimes I look around, lost in a maze. Questions linger in vain, causing a haze. People get offended, their egos inflamed. Yet they scream for change, their voices untamed. Welcome to Philly, baby. HP in the house, baby. I don't know what happened. Welcome to Philly, baby. We outside with it though, man. I just had to say that real quick. Alright, I know they was playing music earlier, so I went in the crib, started the live. Alright, said what I said. Man, cause it be wild out here, y'all. Hold on. It's quiet right now, yo. Just like a few minutes ago, they had music blasting and everything out here. I'm rushing. Ain't no cars outside. Boy, rushing. I see it's a quiet Friday night, huh? It's really quiet outside. That's because school started and shit. This the first time I've seen a Friday night in August be this quiet, yo. For real, lot to you not. It's a lot of lifts out here though on some real shit.
I gotta figure out what's going on with SEPTA here in Philly. Man, I had to say all that, man, because I've been getting on social media, and I don't know how to say it in a poetic way, man, because I be watching these people on these apps, yo, on these platforms, man, and I'm sitting here like, why the hell is you in this joint? Like, you just fucking up the live, the chat, everything, all up in your feelings, bleeding in this bitch. And then you got people trying to make you pick a side. I'm with that hashtag fuck pick a side. I ain't picking no side, man. Fuck that. We on fucking YouTube. And if you gonna fucking entertain. I hate when you got content creators are out here fucking pulling you into the mess and shit. I've been seeing that shit a lot. So I had to get on this joint. I don't know. It was just something within me. Too many people on this joint being. It's like, how is you a content creator being messy as shit? Too much of that shit going on, man. I thought I fucking walked away from that shit like 3 years ago, man. But boom, here we go. Content creators doing that shit. I hear a plane somewhere, yo. Oh, there we go. Man, I knew I heard a plane. It is nice as shit outside. I should have came outside and talked. No, I couldn't, because the fucking music was loud. I knew there was a reason. Like, what the fuck? What the hell did you beep your horn for? Yo, what the hell is going on with people? People funny as shit. I would put my face on the camera, but I'm not, because I'm smoking, and I don't like smoking on camera. But what's up? Who up with a shorty tonight, yo? I'm about to get off this joint. I ain't even noticed I've been on here for an hour already. It is so peaceful. I'm starting to get the grip on the phone. I'm gonna start using the phone a little more too. I was doing it. I need to get back to it. It's crazy a Friday night. It's the first time I seen it be so quiet in my head like this. Shit, just not so long ago there was cops doing a house call not so long ago. Shit. It's like everybody just skedaddled. That shit got me thinking about that curfew they got. I did the live the other day about the curfew, which I think is stupid. I don't know how many people heard about the curfew that they're doing nationwide here in Philadelphia. All stores must be closed by 11 o'clock, right? For the exception of liquor stores. And let me tell you why I think that's the stupidest thing, all right? The stupidest policy too with that, all right? First of all, y'all saying that y'all doing this, right? To, how can I say, lower the crime. All right, I get stores being closed at 11 o'clock. But if y'all listen, y'all gonna put this curfew in, all right, to, how can I say, lower the crime and shit like that, right? Why not also shut down the liquor stores? If people want to drink, let them drink in their own house on some real shit. But y'all want this, how can I say, y'all allowing the liquor stores, the bars, the clubs, the after hours, all that shit to stay open. And that's where it gets lit the most. People go get drunk and lose their fucking minds. Shit, it happens in the house parties. That's why I don't like doing house parties at all. I don't do no type of fucking party. Because motherfuckers don't know how to drink. But I think that's the stupidest thing. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Y'all telling me y'all gonna fucking make the stores close early, but leave the liquor establishments open late? Y'all not resolving shit. Cause motherfuckers are still out here getting drunk and still doing dumb shit. So all small businesses, small establishments, except for ones that sell liquor, can stay up open. No more snacks in the middle of the night, even if you're paying with your own cash. That shit wow. And then I was reading deeper into it, right? They're saying it's because the youth is outside more, right? And I'm saying here, I was like, well, the parents, of the kids that are 14 and under should make their kids stay at home. Like, why is your child outside? Why is you letting him outside? And, that gets me to think. Like, what's crazy is I hear some parents complain, like, oh, if I do this and I do that, they're gonna arrest my ass or they're gonna put my child and they're gonna take my child and put them away in foster care. I'm saying here, like, it's still your child. You gotta, get hard. Like, fuck all that shit, man. At the end of the day, I get that little law is there, and it's stupid because it's like, all right, how the fuck do we expect these parents to discipline and chastise their kids if every form of chastising and disciplining your kid is taken away from you? You got your hands tied by the law. Then you got grown ass motherfuckers getting in people's businesses, sending DHS, right? Because the parents chastising their child or, disciplining their child while they sit there watch and laugh while a parent is actually abusing and neglecting their child. And that right there, they don't give a fuck. Schools do the same shit. They see a child is good and healthy. You can have a picky eater for, a child. They might not want to eat because, the only thing they eat is pizza. And sometimes, by the time they get there, to the line, the pizza's gone, and all they got left is all that. Listen, I've heard all the stories, right? And then you got the fucking school officials, school staff sitting here calling DHS on a parent that has a child well dressed, well fed, everything, right? They just picky as shit. But the child that doesn't come to school with no food, skinny as shit, looking neglectful, dirty clothes, fucked up hair, that doesn't get DHS called on. Everything is asshole backwards, yo. Like, listen, I get why New York, all right, is doing what they doing, right? But I think it's a little, it's a little shout out, right? Like they got this thing that they're trying out. I don't think they passed it already, right? And I think they did it to 1 mom over there, if I'm not mistaken, because her child, but I don't think she got arrested, all right? But she's got to go through a whole lot of bullshit, court dates, right? And all this shit because her child, I mean, she should have kept her child, how can I say, in the house, right? She should have been harder on her child. But at the end of the day, it's like I tell people, a lot of these parents' hands are tied and they're really scared of the motherfucking law. So these kids are jumping all over the parents. But basically, right, what they're trying to do, right, they're saying that nobody's going to get arrested, but they got to deal with court dates and fines and shit like that, right? But with the parent dealing with all that shit, wouldn't it make it already harder with the, you know, for the child to get their shit together? And then when you really look at it, right, these kids, what fucks me up, right? The child is 11 years old. The child is 11 years old, and they say they can't do nothing. Like they don't have, how can I say, juvie. Lock the little kid up. Or if he's doing crimes that are, adult crimes at the age of 11, well, put his ass, listen, we're going to have to figure something out because a lot of these kids have been running the motherfucking parents. And I can't sit here and say that, it's all because of the law. Some of these parents out here ain't shit, all right? They neglectful as hell, all right? But it's unfortunate that the parents that are actually doing some shit gotta pay for this shit. Because I look at it like that too. Because what if a parent is being, how can I say, disciplining their child, but they're just not gonna sit here and call the cops on it, how can I say, on their child and stuff like that. But their child is acting out because of the crowd that they're in. I say let's bring in more programs. All right. Try to draw the attention of these kids. That's why I can't wait to get on my feet. All right. Build this damn community center that I want to build so that people can see what I am talking about and what it is that I am trying to do. All right. Because if we bring more programs, get these kids, attention. Especially, listen, I've already said what it is that I want to do. Like, one of the biggest thing that's going to draw their attention is letting them start their own little businesses at the age of 13 on some real shit, and teaching them the ropes, having the equipment. Like, if they want to sell clothes, so they can make their own brand. Listen. There's so many things we can go about this shit. But y'all saying y'all want to lower the crime? Oh, she want to get high. On and getting high. Y'all talking about y'all want to lower the crime? Well, guess what? Leaving these bars open and shit like that ain't gonna make a difference. Cause the same way these kids get these guns in the middle of the night, they get handed to them, or they find a way to get it. Cause they get, we know how they get it. All right, we all know the fucking way these kids get these guns. All right, cause they're not old enough to get it on their own. So it sure as hell ain't the gun shops and the manufacturers giving it to them. That's the funny part. All right, is these grown ass folks. But y'all talking about, arresting the parents. Why not bring more programs for these kids? Like, I get it. Arrest it. Like, if you know that this parent is neglectful and is not doing nothing and is making excuse after excuse, arrest it. But I think that's what it seemed that happened with this mom. The mom kept missing court dates and stuff like that. So I guess, they got out on her. They said, fuck it. You had this kid. It's your obligation to take care of this kid. So since you're not doing what you got to do, we're going to get hard on you. So now it's going to cost you. Whether it's time, money. Listen, if you arrest a mother, right, and leave the child out, wouldn't that be worse? Because I'm trying to figure that one out. Because if y'all do get to the point where y'all start arresting moms or dads and leave the kids out, I'm sitting here, where's the lesson in that? But according to them, it's not going to be like that. So let's see how that shit works out. According to them, it's going to be just court dates and fines. So now you're going to break the parents' pockets. Yo, this shit is wild, man. I feel as though, like I said, we need to find ways to get more programs into these communities. But shit, you got teachers quitting schools and shit like that. How do we get people to participate in programs? There's so many things going on. Shit be wild out here, I be telling y'all, man. But man, for those of y'all that make it this far, cash in the replay, let us know what y'all think and what type of, solutions can we bring to the table that will help improve these type of situations. Cause it's crazy as shit that, a lot of this shit end up falling on the parents that are doing what they gotta do, and the parents that are neglectful, they just get a pat on the arm. And the parents that are doing what they gotta do is crazy as shit. They still gotta pay the consequences. Ain't that some shit? And they still doing the right thing. Mm-mm-mm. I'm glad I started this life the way I did. No cussing, no nothing. Listen, Philly had to come out of me at one point. All right. I give justice, I give poetic justice two ways: Philly style and the poetic way. But shit, sometimes the Philly style want to just come out of me like, man, people be wild everywhere on these streets and on these platforms. Look at that. People are still at the bars and shit partying. The people y'all seen walk earlier, they was out here with fucking cans of beers and shit in their hands. Like, man, fuck out of here. Watch this shit be litty lit tomorrow on a Saturday. Everybody fucked up. They be funny as hell, yo, on this joint. Let me get off this joint, man. I've been on here for an hour. Hopefully everybody has a blessed and humble night. Continue to have a blessed and humble day, man. And when I say that, man, I say it for those that feel the same way towards me. For real, for real. Because, just because how can I say, you wish everybody a blessed night doesn't mean that everybody wants to receive it. So it's for those, that receive it and give it back in return. But with that being said, a shorty out, man. Hopefully, this spiritual war calms down a little bit and we get some peace and some light out here, yo.